Rosh Hashanah, Perek Daled, Mishnah Aleph. Mishnah begins by telling us Yom Tov shel Rosh Hashanah shechol liyos b'Shabbos. If the Yom Tov of Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos, and there is an Issa de Rabbanon, a Shvus, where the Rabbanon has said that shofar should not be blown on Rosh Hashanah when Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos. Why? Because Chazal was scared that a person who is not so proficient in blowing the shofar will take his shofar and walk Daled Amos b'Reshus Harabim. He will carry this shofar in the public thoroughfare and take it to a Talmud Chacham in order to teach him how to blow the shofar properly. In order to prevent somebody from being over this Issa Deraisa, which would be carrying Daled Amos in Reshus Harabim, they said that nobody should blow the shofar on Rosh Hashanah when it falls on Shabbos. So the Mishnah tells us, Ba Mikdash hayu toikim. But in the Beis HaMikdash, even when Rosh Hashanah fell on Shabbos, they would blow the shofar. They did not want to be oika, to uproot this mitzvah completely. They wanted some place, somewhere to be able to blow the shofar even on Shabbos. In the Beis HaMikdash, that's where it was blown. But Nura learns the Beis HaMikdash means the actual Beis HaMikdash itself. Rambam in Pirush HaMishnah says that when it says Ba Mikdash hayu toikin, it means in the whole of Yerushalayim they would blow the shofar, not only in the Beis HaMikdash itself. Says the Mishnah, Avaloi b'Medina, not in the province, not outside of Yerushalayim, according to the Rambam, or outside of the Beis HaMikdash, according to the Bartanura. Mishech Charav Beis HaMikdash, once the Beis HaMikdash had been destroyed, and there was no longer a place specifically to blow the shofar when Rosh Hashanah fell on Shabbos, Hiskin Reb Yochanan ben Zakkai, Reb Yochanan ben Zakkai made the takana, sheyu toikin b'chol makom sheyesh by Bezdin, that they can blow the shofar when Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos in any place where there is a Bezdin. This Bezdin that he's talking about, we'll see later on in the Mishnah what type of Bezdin he means. Does he mean a Sanhedrin? Does he mean even a minor Sanhedrin? We'll see what he's talking about later on. The Gemara in Rosh Hashanah brings down a Braisa which tells us how this takana came about. That after the Beis HaMikdash was destroyed, the Yidden came to Yavne. The Yavne was the seat of the Sanhedrin at that time, and they said, okay, let's blow the shofar. Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai then turned around to the Bnei B'Seira. The Bnei B'Seira were the Gedolim of the time, and he said to them, shall we blow the shofar? They said to him, well, perhaps we should forbid blowing the shofar in case somebody carries Arba Amos in the Reshus Harabim. Said Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, you know what? Let's blow the shofar first, because all the people are here, and then afterwards we'll have a discussion and we'll decide what to do for the future. So they agreed. So they blew the shofar. And after blowing the shofar, the Bnei B'Seira came to Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, and they said to him, okay, now let's have our discussion what we should do for the future. Said Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai, no. Once you've blown the shofar, and it's been in the public, we've already established that the shofar is blown, we're not going to uproot that. Once it's done, we're not going to undo what's already been done. And in that way, he made his takana that the shofar should continue to be blown whenever there is a bezdin. Amar Rebbe Elazar. Rebbe Elazar said, Lo hiskin Reb Yochanan ben Zakkai ela beyavne belvad. The takana of Reb Yochanan ben Zakkai was to blow the shofar only in Yavne, only in the place where the Sanhedrin HaGodol sat, where the Sanhedrin, which had 71 members, that's the place where you can blow the shofar. But in any other town where there is a bezdin, you can't blow the shofar. Amulai, they said to him, Echad Yavne ve'echad kol makom sheyesh by bezdin. Both in Yavne and in any other town where there is a bezdin, you can blow the shofar. The takon of Rabbi Yochanan ben Zakkai was not only in Yavne, where you had the 71-member Sanhedrin, but even in any other town where you have a Sanhedrin HaKotan of 23 members, is also allowed to blow the shofar. Rambam in Pirush HaMishnah actually says that it wasn't in a town where you only had a Sanhedrin or a Sanhedrin HaKotan, but even any town where you had a bezdin of 3 people is sufficient to enable you to blow the shofar when Rosh Hashanah falls on Shabbos. As long as, says the Rambam, those 3 people who make up the bezdin have proper smicha. That is smicha from the times of Moshe Rabbeinu, which we no longer have nowadays. But you don't need to have a Sanhedrin HaGodol, and you don't even need to have a Sanhedrin HaKotan. 3 people is enough. The other condition, says the Rambam, is that it must be a permanent bezdin. It cannot be that you made this bezdin now just in order to be able to blow the shofar. It must be that the bezdin is always there in this town. V'ad kan, Mishnah Aleph.